I should have it at this angle. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Give us a chance to come together as one. Be with all those who are coming. Give them the thought of being online to share and be thankful for the blessings that you have given us. As I'm having a warm cup of tea to start me off. In the meantime, I'll go through a passage of scripture. I guess it's Sunday morning, and persons are not really awake. You can lay down, take your rest, and you can go back and watch the live at your own convenience. But as Auntie Dee had promised to be on, she's still coming on, and she can't stay in the bed. She have to jump out of the bed. So in your own time, you can watch the video. Sorry, you can't watch the. You can watch the live and the blessing that the Lord has in store is bountifully received. So this is my cup of tea. Good morning. I see I have someone on the chat. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I don't want my phone to fall down like how it did last night. Good morning. Guys, come on in and like up the live. Like up the live, man. I'm putting a cushion in the case of the phone going to fall. It won't get such a hard hit like what it got last night. It fell. Come on in, guys. Like up the live. Sophia Reed and more. Good morning, Sophia. How are you doing? Happy to see you. Happy to see you. Welcome to the live. And I hope you had a good night rest. And you're looking forward to a very wonderful and progressive day. I myself just jumped out. I said I would have started at 6:30, but then I said people need some time to stretch out in their beds a little more. And somewhere they are relaxing in their bed, not ready to get up. Thank you. They would just thank you guys. They would just turn their eyes and have a listening ear to Auntie Dee as she expound. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sophia. I was looking at the name and I said, Sophia Reads and More. I wasn't familiar. Thank you, Victoria Holder. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you so much. Thank you. And if you're unable to stay, you can still come back and watch it. Here I'm having a cup of tea. I would let them all live. That's what I would do. DOC, whatever your name is, I would let them all live because everybody needs to live. I don't know what you would have done, but that's what I would have done. We all entitled to our opinion. No bad fish. Right. That's what I would have done. Let them all live. Right. Let them all live. They're all in the tank. Let them all live. They all need water to live. So what you do, make sure water is in the tank. That is your duty. And the water is where they belong. If you take them up, they are going to die. No bad fish. No. I hope my answer was pleasing to you. Let me welcome you all to the channel. Like up the live. We are still early. Erica, as you see, the as you see, I said good morning, blessings, right? And I start my mornings mainly. I begin with the word, right? And then I go into other events, other related matters that are not really religion or politics. So if you have a question, as long as it's not politics or religion, you can hold it for a while, maybe for the next 10 minutes or so, because I do go through the word before. All right? Or if you think you may want to leave and come back, you can do that. I'm not easily upset. You can subscribe and you can like up the video. I'll be here. My day, well, my day is just starting, and I don't know what the day has in store, but I do have some things I'd like to get accomplished. I have some videos to do, and I have a number of house chores to do. I will be in house today. I won't be going out on the road. So, before I get deep into the discussion, let me get into this thing. This tablet doesn't work very fast. And how has your day been going, Sophia? I hope it has been going well. It is still early. It is just some minutes after 7. Some minutes after 7 a.m. And I'm having my cup of tea. I don't normally have it so early, but I'm sharing it with you guys. All right. Some persons doesn't really want to hear any reading from the word, so I don't force persons. If they want to go and come after, they want to stay, I don't have a problem. But I don't encourage persons to listen or read for themselves. I'm going to find this passage of scripture, 2 Kings chapter 5. I'm going to read some of the verses, and then I'm going to discuss it, and then we move on from there. And my passage of scripture this morning, well, I won't read all of it, It's too long. I'm going to read the first 12 verses. Okay. Sit up so you can hear me properly. Now, this is from 2 Kings 5, and I'm going to read from verse 1 to verse 12. And then I will pick up another time someplace else. So I'm just going to focus on just 2 Kings 5, verse 12. Sorry, verse 1 to 12. Each morning I try to read a different scripture. Now, Naaman, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master and honorable, because by him the Lord had given him deliverance unto Syria. He was also a mighty man in valor, but he was a leper. He was a leper. And the Syrians had gone out by companies and had brought away captive out of the land of Israel a little maid And she waited on Naaman's wife. And she said unto her mistress, Would God, my Lord, were with the prophet that is in Samaria, for he would recover him of his leprosy. And one went in and told his Lord, saying, Thus and thus said the maid that is of the land of Israel. And the king of Syria said, Go, and I will send a letter unto the king of Israel. And he departed. And he departed and took with him 10 talents of silver and 6,000 pieces of gold and 10 changes of raiment. And he brought the letter to the king of Israel, saying, Now, when this letter is come unto thee, behold, I have therewith sent Naaman my servant to thee, that thou mayest recover him of his leprosy. And it came to pass, when the king of Israel had read the letter, that he rent his clothes and said, Am I God to kill and to make alive, that this man doth send unto me to recover a man of his leprosy? Wherefore, consider, I pray you, and see how he seeketh a quarrel against me. And it was so, when Elisha, the man of God, had heard that the king of Israel had rent his clothes, that he sent to the king, saying, Wherefore hast thou rent thy clothes? Let him come now to me, and he shall know that there is a prophet in Israel. So Naaman came with his horses and with his chariot, and stood at the door of the house of Elisha. And Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. But Naaman was wroth, and went away, and said, Behold, I thought, he will surely come out of me, and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, and strike his land over the place, and recover the leper. 12 and last. Are not Abana and Pharpar, rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? May I not wash in them and be clean? So he turned and went away in a rage. And I stop at verse 12. And tomorrow I'm going to continue the scripture, the story. This is a story about a man, as I said, is taken from 2 Kings 5, and I read from verse 1 to 12. The story is not complete, but I break it there. It has 24 verses. I am not going to read all of them in one reading because I don't want persons to get bored. Each of the verses are very long. So, in a summary, to where I reach now, I'm going to explain. This man, um, Naaman, was a man of, he was captain. He was not the king, but he was captain. That means that he was working closely with the king. He was captain of the king of Syria. He was a great man, right? A honorable man. Like you say, an assistant king or assistant president. So in his capacity, he was so honored, but he had a problem. He had an health issue. He was a leper. In those days, when you're a leper, it's a type of disease that afflicts the body, and if it is not cured within due time, it can take your life, make you become unalive. So, because they knew that, and when you have a leprosy disease, you're not supposed to be with persons, you're supposed to be isolating. Like, similarly, when we had the COVID in 2019-20, we had to be wearing masks and shield, and we had to keep away from crowded areas. So in those days, it was leprosy was worse than COVID, but they run. So because he was so close in position to the king, and he did not want to be take the position to be taken away. He did not want everybody to know. He didn't want to go and hide, because when you are a leprous, when you have leprosy, wherever you go, you're supposed to ring a bell, and then when people hear the bell, they know that there goes a leper, a person has leprosy. So they would clear the area, run away and hide, and allow you alone to pass. No, because he was a man who had money, he could not take that. It was too humiliating for him. And if we put ourselves in his place, many persons have different diseases in their bodies. They're aware of it, like the AIDS or HIV. They're aware of it, but they hide it. And you cannot look at a person to see if they're HIV positive, right? Just like, but with the leprosy, it's a sign of sores on the skin. And you have to keep yourself away from others. But because of his position, he didn't want to lose the position. It was a thing that would have caused shame on him, embarrassment. So what he did, his wife was also a lady of category, we would say, in position, and a very honorable woman, and she would not want to lose her title or her position. So she had a maid who loved her so well. Apparently, she treats the maid very well. And the maid loved her because of the treatment, and the maid had loved the family. So the maid had the belief and knowledge about um, Elisha the prophet. But because they didn't, Naaman's friends and family, they didn't want to go to just an ordinary person. They wanted him to go to a king. So when they sent him to someone in position, the person was upset. He's like, why are you sending this man to me? Because they know that if he's not treated, he's going to become unalive. So what happened, guys? They sent him, the king sent him back. You can go and read it for yourselves. First, Second Kings 5. And in your own time, you can read you can read all the entire chapter. So when he went there, he was not regarded. Because they sent a letter, he could not have gone there in person. And what happened now? The maid told them about Elisha, as a matter of fact, a man of God. And she told someone in position there, and for she was getting sorry for the man, because when you have leprosy, a lot of sores, flies pitch on you and those things, so you're embarrassed. So then they sent the man now to, they sent Naaman to the man of God who was Elisha, right? And when he went, the message went back that he should go and what? He should go and wash in the River Jordan. But when they look at the rivers around, they didn't like the River Jordan was too dirty, too dirty. They mentioned other rivers that they think was much cleaner, more attractive, more welcoming, not so degrading, because a lot of garbage and things wash down in the Jordan River. All sorts of things, debris everywhere. So it is very hard for someone to tell you to go into a dirty river to wash off yourself, and then you're going to be made clean after. So they were not happy. But then, because Naaman was desperate, and he knew that if he was not treated, he would become unalive, he would lose all his possessions, and he would just be so bitter that maybe he would have taken his own life, because it is very embarrassing. So he went, and when you read further in the chapter, you will see that he went to the river, and Elisha, the man of God, had told him to dip 7 times. 7 times. And when he did the first time, when you read it, you're going to see the story. When he did the first time and came up, because I imagine he said, Lord, and he go down and come up, and he see the store, this thing still on him. And it's like, my God, I can't take this dirty, mucky water. And then he went a second time, and still third, fourth, fifth, sixth. It's like he was about to say, Lord Jesus, I can't manage it. The dirty water is all over me. And the man of God had told him to dip How many times? 7 times. And when he went down the 7th time, I can imagine when he went down, he said, in his heart, he was saying, Father, help me, clean me up, I can't manage. He must have said something to himself there because he has been doing it 6 times in a row. And when he came up, there were no sores. All his skin was looking like a baby. So clean and pretty. Can you imagine how Naaman would have felt? I imagine how he would want to pay Elijah, but then the man of God, when you go story further in the story, you'll see. I can imagine when he feel himself and look all over and say, oh, do I have sore? And jump and jump. I can imagine. Because when we go to the doctor and they tell us things that we don't really want to hear, we are sad. But when we hear what we want to hear, which is pleasant, we feel very good. Not a cup of tea. We feel very good. Right? So many persons have done mammograms, and when they get the result is negative, wow, we feel so nice. Whatever the test that we do, once the results show negative, you feel good. But if it's positive, there you go. Right? So what this is telling me here in this one chapter that I've read, I just read a part so you can finish it on your own. It pays to be faithful, have faith. It's not every time you ask for something, it's going to come readily. Not every time. You have to wait, wait. And like I always say, if you wait, things will come to you at the right time. The Bible tells you about waiting, but many of us doesn't like to wait. And while we are waiting, we need to have a commitment within ourselves to say, Lord, help me to be able to make it. Help me to be clean. Help me not to be so bad-minded. Help me to not to tell lies. Help me to be kind, not to hurt persons. You know, there are many things while we are waiting. Just like I always refer to the 10 virgins, 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. They were all waiting, but one was ready. 5, the wise ones were ready, but the foolish ones were still getting ready. They were not fully ready because they allowed their lamps to go out. Now, it's not that they had electricity or oil to keep the lamp going. It's the word. They become weary. Many persons become weary and they give up on God. But at the point of giving up, that is when they break through. Some persons go through different difficulties. And what happened? They give up. And at the point of giving up, the breakthrough was there. That is why I always say, no matter what the situation is, don't quit. Don't quit because there will be a day when you are going to be victorious. There's going to be a day when you are going to be so happy you will not have enough tongues to tell everybody about your struggles. We all have our struggles to go through. Naaman in the scripture had his struggles. We all have our different struggles. But should we give up? No. Don't give up. No matter how the struggle look hard. Once you call on the name of the Lord, He will make your struggles lighter. Because He's the one who promises that what? He will take our burdens and make it light. So when we try to run around doing things by ourselves and we realize that we are being squeezed and we still keeping out the Lord, we will be forever squeezed because the devil is squeezing us. So we give up on God and blame God, right? So today I want to implore persons to go and read for themselves 2 Kings 5 verse 1 to 12, and in your own space you can continue the reading. It's very interesting. I'm going to continue it. When I was at church, the preacher chose this very text. I'm familiar with the story, but I got slipped up along the way with some parts of it. And then I said, I must come and share the story. Because the more we share is the more we learn. Right? So I couldn't resist this morning. I couldn't resist. But each morning I try to bring a different scripture, a different lesson. Because I don't have to do one story 2, 3 times. Because why? There are many stories in the Bible. So I try to bring different ones, right? So, because each time we have different persons coming on. So, let me wish for you all a wonderful, wonderful, and the blessings on this wonderful day, right? The day is blessed, every day is blessed. As we enter each day, let us give the Lord thanks, thanking Him for waking us up. Many persons, like I always say, many persons would have gone to bed and they were never allowed to come up. They went to sleep, the sleep of death. Right. I'm giving us what my tea. They went to do the sleep of death. They didn't know. And when they have passed on out of life become unalive, you don't know. You're just sleeping. And you're sleeping until the day of resurrection. So make sure whatever we do, when we go to our beds at nights, we don't know what the devil is planning. When we wake up in the mornings, we don't know what the devil is planning. So what we do, always anchor, ask the Lord to guide us and hold us firm. So when the darts are coming at us, when our friends turn against us, and our friends backbite us, and our friends try to do things to make us so look bad, or even try to unalive us. Many persons have gone out because of friends or family, or a person just develop a little bad mind. So whatever we do, ask the Lord to hold us, keep us safe. Because where can we be safer? Nowhere else. Only in the bosom of His love, which means that He's going to hold us close. Because when He holds us, the devil can't do us anything. So let me end this morning by saying, thanks be to God for His holy words. And as we go along throughout the day, help us to remember that we are no better today, no better than Naaman. We are no better than Naaman. But help us to have the faith that Naaman had when he went down into that dirty Jordan River to be cleansed of his leprosy. And Naaman was a rich man. How did he become a leper? I don't know. I don't know. We will find out in due time because many times we get sick, we don't know where we get it from, but it comes, right? So let me wish for you a happy, happy Sunday morning. And I'm going to take a minute wherever you are, close your eyes if you wish, and talk to the Lord fervently, and then we continue our life. So just a minute, okay? We're going to do some quiet praying. I don't pray publicly anymore because I'm not a preacher, and I believe that in your own space, you should be able to give the Lord thanks. There are many things to be thankful for. Many, many things. But you need to be thankful to the Lord. Okay? Amen. Amen. Let me go and get a fruit. turn. I went to get a fruit. So maybe some people are not yet. The place is a little warm. Let me open up. We're going to have a very hot day today. We had thunderstorm last night. Oh, so we had a thunderstorm last night. So I don't know. And rain. I see it was been raining. It has been raining outside. So I don't know what the weather will be like. But I still expect good weather. There's a train. So guys, this is how we start our morning. And this is my what? I think this is my second week of doing the live in the mornings. And I have to do it in the morning because it brings a life, it gives me strength. And what I gain, I try to share with my supporters, right? Try to do it because what, there's no better way to share your love than when you have found something interesting. And there have been persons who have been, um, they do different things in the morning. I could have gone for a walk, but outside is very quiet. Nobody's out there, and it's raining, so it doesn't make sense. But I do have plans, right? And some people go and do exercise in the mornings. And when I look at it, I say, why should I be in my bed? And when I am awake at a certain time, no matter how long I stay in the bed, the sleep will not come anymore because the mind is already telling me that it's time to be out of bed. It's already to be out of bed. So sometimes we just stay in the bed and sometimes our thoughts wander onto things that if we were busy, it would not have crossed our minds. And sometimes that's how we get into trouble because we tend to just, but there are times we need to relax the brain. I was up late last night too. But like I said, I can't just lay in the bed just looking. I'm going to get a little, So I have to keep busy. And there are persons who are just like me. They have their early risers. Right? They are early risers. Early risers. So when you're an early riser, they say early bird catches the first worm. The first one, but not all will catch the first one. Early bird catches the first worm. But what it means is that if you are up early, you will get some benefit. And the benefit I like is you're ready. Once your body rested, you get out of bed and you get busy and you can go back and get some more rest after you get some things done. Have some of my orange. These oranges are not very sweet, Mm. So you can come on in. I say I have company, hopping in and out. But come on in, man. Come on and share with Auntie D. Good morning, good morning. I always try to share whatever I have. Maybe that's why. If you're hearing any tooting sound, that sounds that's a train. Grand Ra. Have a safe day. Have a safe day, Cherry. I thought of coming on 6:30 rather, but it is hard. Not for myself alone. I have to think about others because even like you was at work all night, need to get home. You know, I said to myself, I could go half an hour later. So instead of me going at 6:30, I said let me go at 7, and allowing people to, if they are even awake, they don't have to rush out, and they can still lay in their beds because working people are tired people. Like myself, just like how when my head hit the pillow last night, I'm telling you, Jerry, when I know what was happening, I woke up for near 5 o'clock, and I said to myself, should I come on now? Um, I, I'm going to send you something on your, what is it again? IG. Hi, Victoria Holder. Happy to see you back. So Jerry, when I look, I said, okay, I have another 2 hours to go. And I lay there just, you just lay down, relaxing, not thinking about anything. Sorry. It keeps coming to me that I need to get up. And I said, whoa, I went to bed. I ended the live somewhere after 10 or 10:15 thereabout. And I tried to look on social media a little bit. But I thank you for the hearts, guys. And like up the live as you come on. Like it up, man. And I said to myself, I will wait until 6:30. And then I was there and the sleep. I said I could get an hour more sleep. But God knows that if I had gotten another hour, maybe I know I'd be so wrapped up. Because when it rains, your body knows, you want to stay in bed. So I said, may as well I get up and start get ready. And it's the first morning now. I made a cup of tea already and was really on time. And I didn't hurry. And my lesson this morning, you will see, I spoke about Naaman. And you can read this taken from 2 Kings 5. And I read verse 1 to 12. It has longer verse. The verses are long. As you know, the Old Testament verses are very long. And I didn't want to have persons waiting and ending, although some of them have left. But I told them I could go and return. Because not everybody wants to sit and hear, but when the Lord wants to, He will, you know, give them the focus. So I read and stopped at from verse 1 to verse 12. So persons can go back and read the entire thing. The story is very interesting. And it speaks about how we need to have faith while waiting. Because when Naaman went down the first time, and when he looked at the water, they mentioned to the man of God, Elijah, why this place? And they mentioned 2 other places that were more attractive and well put together. And the man of God said, go there, go there. And I imagine how they were so confused. So maybe that's why when they went and Naaman went in the water, I can imagine his friends were saying, well, oh God, but the water was dirty, dirty, not just muddy, but dirty, grimy. And he went on the first time I came up, and I imagine he was thinking that that's it, and he still saw the swords. Second, third, fourth, fifth, maybe he said, Lord, But I think the commitment to God was made while he was under the water there, the dirty water. Maybe when he was doing the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, he was not fully. So when he realized that he's at number 7 to go down, and it's like if he go down without what he just let go down and just bury himself in the water. And I believe he must have talked to God. He must have. Because he came up, his skin was like that of a baby. That means very fresh, clean, everything. Can you imagine if we all work hard and go to heaven and see Naaman? Oh, Naaman is going to speak about the faith that he had when he went down the 7 times. So what he's telling me now, I have to have more faith. There are many things that comes around to distract us. We have to have more faith. I don't believe we should just shut up our mouth or ignore it then. We can speak, but we can do it out of love. But having faith, the Bible said, like that of a mustard seed, it's a big thing. So as we go through the days, we have to ask the Lord to give us the faith to endure. Because we can't have faith by ourselves. We are going to give up. So my word this morning was to have faith like Naaman in this story. So I know that you cannot be with me every time, but I need to talk to you about some things. So I will go on the IG also. You know, I am so happy. I'm so happy this morning. And what it does for me, the morning life, you see, because when you find Juba Bruce Love TV, God be praised. Good morning. Up, up, up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. When I pull it up, it does go. Many of us are done with different situations, different, and we think we are alone. We're not alone. If you hear another person struggle, then you say, "Oh, I think it's me alone. I think it's me alone." But it's not you alone having struggles. Somebody's struggles and look harder than some. Somebody's struggling, we don't know how to come out of it because Bible says we cannot get out. Thank you, Juba. Up, up. Thank you for being on my time. You know, so I still believe we all, I have, you have. So sometimes when you think one problem is over, another one is around the corner coming. Remember the Bible speaks about we are going to be tempted, tested, and tried. 3 strong words, And we have to be like gold tried in the fire to be purified. So when they go and when the gold miners they go and they dig the gold from the earth, it's not just gold and put into wedding bands and jewelry. It has to be processed until it reaches the level where the process becomes perfection. Then we see the pretty gold ring, the pretty engagement ring, the pretty earring, the pretty everything with gold. So what it's telling me in the Bible it said that the streets of heaven are lined with gold. So nobody don't have to go up there and steal anything. The gold up there is the richest gold. It doesn't have to be purified. So what it's telling me is that no matter what is the problem, no matter how happy you be, don't forget the Lord. No matter how sad and down you are, don't forget the Lord. Don't forget him. He said, and I will always say, he said, and they see my anthem, he said, call upon me while he's near. The Lord is always near. Always. We are the ones who are drifting away. And when we drift and the devil pull us, we allow the devil to use things. Thank you very much, Juba. We allow the devil to use things to trick us. Because that's what he does, trick. Use the things to trick us. And then now we fall into his prey. And when he gets us, sometimes he never let us go. He make us become unalive. So we are dying to sin. Dying it with him. But we must remember that Jesus walked this earth many years ago. And there is nothing new, the Bible says, under the sun. The same things that were happening in Jesus' time before Jesus came and now the same. And what did he say? Same as it was in the days of Noah. Look where? So shall it be there. So let our hearts not be troubled, man. Some people you wake up, they do some tests, mammogram, show breast cancer. This blood test show they have this disease. This blood test shows that you have high diabetes. And this blood test shows that you have stage 4. A lot of things. So a lot of persons are out there. This person, they meet in an accident, they become paralytic. They have to be in a wheelchair. They can't help themselves. They can't get up. They can't walk. You have to lift them. You have to feed them. You have to use the lift to lift them up. You know, there is so much things. So when we are able to do things by ourselves with our brain, give the Lord thanks, because those persons who are not able to do it for themselves, I work with persons who are disabled. They are not able to do it for themselves. The Lord is going to help them. You have a mouth, you can speak of the goodness of the Lord. And you have eyes to look. The Lord knows you cannot talk, but you can look. Maybe you can point up so. Right? So let us not become weary in waiting, because there the faithfulness is going to come out. It's going to come out. So, that's how it is. So I'm not going back into it. I close out from that part, but because you guys maybe have not. But we're on to a new day. Give the Lord thanks for his blessings and his guidance. And we don't take things upon ourselves. We know the trollers are out there and they don't want to hear God's name called. But who are we? No, no, no other man named Jonah was told by God himself to go and warn the people of Nineveh. But did he go? He said no. He's not going. God should not help those people. But God has his people everywhere. God is a God of love. Right? So let us try to be more loving and kind to each other. The more loving and kind we are, the more the blessings will come down. So the prayers go up, God hears, and the blessings come down. Okay. Happy to have you, brother Jerry. Jerry is gone. Happy to have you, brother Juba. Welcome to Entity TV. I hope your morning has been going well. It's raining outside. That's a way to cool down the place. The place was kind of warm. So what's happening, guys, in your neck of the woods? What's happening? Now we are out of the devotional part and allow me to go back into it. Preppy! Hey again, Preppy. Good morning. Preppy things. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I don't know if you were on earlier watching my live. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate what you're doing very much. You make me feel so encouraged. You make me feel so encouraged. And I do hope your day will go wonderful and that all that you desire, the Lord will bless you abundantly. Because He said we must freely give and freely receive. I may not have it to give like you do, but I try to share love to others. I try to motivate. I try to do just about what I can do to help others. But sometimes in return, I don't get the help. But I try not to worry myself. But there are times I do think. That's why you see me run out of my bed so early, because I have my watch hours to work on. And I don't want to just sit in my, like I said, just lay in bed, relaxing, and my watch hours need attention, right? I help persons with their watch hours, but people sometimes, they promise to help, but then they become silent. You can't find them. And it's important for me to maintain the watch hours. I'm doing well, I think, but I just want to make sure I go over the bridge. I don't want to be on the bridge or approaching the bridge. I want to be able to go over the bridge to the other side. And I'm a hard worker. I don't give up. Whatever I'm doing, I press on. I press on. So, Preppy, I don't know, but I'll be happy if you could become a subscriber to my channel. But I don't know if you are already. I don't know, but I do appreciate everything that you do. Maybe you'd have had some ideas that could help me to even put out more. Because sometimes when we're doing things, we need other person's perspective, and by so doing, will enhance and create a better awareness. You make me smile. All I have in my hand are two pegs of oranges. I had a cup of tea earlier because I realized the tea, helps to just ordinary tea. I don't put sugar in my tea. I try to just drink it as it is, and I try to use less sugar because these and less starch. That's why I like to be out of bed early. Just to lay in bed now I come on live in the week at 6:30. But I say this is Sunday morning. Some persons may be going to work and some persons may just be want to stay a little longer in their beds. Whether they have their significant other, they want to lay down and rest. The fact that they won't be going to work or going anywhere, you know. So, but at the same time, I said, I am not going to be here assuming. And maybe somebody is out there wanting me to share, right? So I shared a story that was delivered at church, but they only did verse 9 to 12. And I think that story can be expounded on many times because many of us are like Naaman. We may not have the physical leprosy, but our minds are not good. Some of us have some very rude thoughts about others, and then we expect to go through life successfully, right? And what we do to one person, we don't want them to do it back to us, you know. And some people enjoy going around being selfish. They don't care about the next person. Even if they see the person need help, they hide. But when they need help, they are there in the front line with their hands up for you to see them. But I learned to understand persons more on in the social media streets, which I am new to. As I always say, I'm new to it. In just a few months, I've been doing the channel, but on the other side, I have been over the time looking at the channels, following up people, and I always try to be follow them when they're on pleasant note. I don't follow channels where people swear and have mix up. No, I don't enjoy those channels. So I said to myself a few months ago, sometime last year, that I would love to have a channel and the things that I would like to do on the channel. And believe you me, I am really trying in that regards. And I think and believe the Lord is helping me. I believe He's helping me. That's my belief. And I can see it in the in my environment. When I say my environment, the subscribers that I don't know of the 1,000, almost 1,200 plus subscribers. I don't know none. I don't know them. And they have subscribed. Some have gone. Some are still here. And some we don't know where they are. You know, they just peep in. Some decide to remain private, so you don't know them when they come on. And that is why I believe that whenever we are on live or off live, we are to be the best we can be, because we don't know who could be listening or watching. And persons can be listening and watching because they are hearing something important and they want to be a part of it. They want to have it in their lives to encourage them. So we don't know who we are reaching. We don't know if we are reaching children. But what I do can tell anybody, I make sure my channel, although we say it's not made for kids, but family can sit and watch it without fear. And parents can leave their children to watch it without fear. Right? And I always believe that whatever is clean for me should be clean for anybody. I don't watch things that are unhealthy. You know, if it's unhealthy and I found out that it's unhealthy, I'm not going back. And if it's a channel that people curse and swear, and you caught me off guard. When I realize it, I'm not coming back. So we have to make our environment clean and very friendly for everybody because we don't know who we are impacting. We don't know. I'm having a piece of orange. Thank you so much, Preppy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very much. You take the time out. Maybe you're a very busy person, but you take the time out just the same, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I do hope I will get to meet you one day. And as I meet you, I know I will not be able to meet you in person because I don't know where in the world you are. But if it's even to be on the live and I can say, oh, this is Preppy, right? It's nice when subscribers, when I go to their channels and I get to see how they look. Because some people come with some names and when you go and look, that's when you see them. And sometimes they are able to see the countries where they are from. And I like to look at the culture of the different places and subscribers that do come on. And I really find them really interesting. Really interesting. Okay, Pepper, you're leaving now. Goodbye. And see you again soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. If it's night, have a wonderful rest. If it's breakfast time, have a wonderful breakfast because many persons, as I said, sometimes when we're having a wonderful, the rain is coming on here, we're having our wonderful meals and the table is all decorated. Just remember that there's somebody out there who may not have been eating for days, right? Somebody out there may not be eating, may not have anything. But one would say, why would someone sit around? And if they're in good health, maybe they don't have any what should I say, any educational background. But I still believe whatever the level of education a person have, they should be able to. I don't know. They should be able to identify something that they can manage. But some of the times pride sets in the way. Good morning, Sister T. You know I missed you. I think the connection was bad last night because I was there trying to get through to you and no response. And then I was there waiting and I said, okay, the connection is gone. And we have thunderstorm early this morning. Not it stopped about an hour, maybe half an hour, not an hour. And then we started having some rain. But I think if I remember the day is going to be very warm. Because when I woke up it was very warm, you know. But the rains come now, so it has cooled it a bit. I miss you, you know. But I let me tell you before you start to feel bad. I was hoping. I realized. So don't stay. You can't stay in your bed and listen and look. Don't get out of your bed because remember, you're always out. This time you'd reach work. What time is it here? You'd have reached work already. It's 8:05. This time you'd have reached work already, right? So we can't push the body more than we can go. But for me, no, right? I went to bed about some minutes to 11. What's for breakfast? Okay, what I had just to be on the live to give me some energy. I had a cup of tea, 3/4 cup, but a cup of tea, and just have an orange. So, but later on, when I'm done with the live, I'm going to lay down a little bit, maybe a half hour or so, or 20 minutes, and then I go and fix some breakfast. I don't know what my son is going to fix, but it's like the orange and the tea. I'm not feeling hungry, No, because once I take a cup of tea and have a fruit, that can take me up to 11 o'clock or so. So, but I will have something, and then I need to do some videos. So, you know, but I had a very good rest last night. When my head hit the pillow, as I said, about 11. And when I turned this morning, it was after 4. And I look at the time, I say, what? I couldn't believe it was so late. And I said, well, I could take another hour or so before I get up to do the live. Then I said, well, if I can get another hour, I could probably get a little more sleep. And I was there until I said, no, I would do it at 6:30. But then I said, people are out all week. They were out. They are kind of tired. So let me just go at 7. And I said to myself, I think it's fair at at on a Sunday morning, person still go to work too, some people, but a person work all week. I don't think it's fair to want to pull them out of their beds so early on this Sunday. Thank you so much. They are silent, but we had some person run off, some did not, and you're going to go back and watch this live. I went and do the topic, this title of the message yesterday, 2 Kings 5, but I only read from verse 1 to verse 12 and summarize the rest because, in the Old Testament, the verses are very long. I don't mind reading it, but I use my judgment, and say, let me just summarize the last part. And some persons were on, some left because I know some persons don't really want to spend much time with God, but when they are not well, they would want the Lord to be at the bedside throughout the entire sickness. But when they are good, so I said, all right, I will just do that, and so forth. So I got up, and it went well. But I'm happy you're here. And you said, we're working as a team. But yesterday, I didn't plan yesterday. I just was there and I said, well, I'm going to be, because I'm waking up early in the mornings to do the live. I said, let me just do that yesterday morning. And I said to myself, if I had a number, or so if I could have reached you on WhatsApp, if you have but even if you had your phone on all, you were out all week working, and you have things that you have to get done. It's not like you'll be going to church. So I don't want you to feel bad. We are working as a team. Yeah, man. So that's why I reply and send it to you. Is when I wake up this morning after 4, I saw the messages that is the response that you gave. Yeah, man. We are working as a team because I believe in team building. So I don't want you to feel bad. Yeah, I'm happy you're here. And you're still in your bed, you can still lay down because you get a time. Because I know when you're up, if you don't go to church, you're going to have things to do around the house. And still whether you go to church or not, I know there'll be things to do around your house, no matter how simple. And we always put effort in cooking our Sunday dinners. So if our Sunday dinner not done, or if we don't cook, I'm accustomed to cooking a little special dinner on a Sunday. Put a little effort because if it is not done, it's as if the whole week dinner, meals, not effective, and you become tired. So we know the regular menu for Sundays. So we fix it like that and do a lot. So when we come home in the evenings, hi, good morning. When we come home in the evenings, we have something already in the fridge that we can warm up. That's what makes the Sunday dinner so interesting. So when we are cooking Sunday dinner, don't cook little bit. Cooking up after you have your Sunday meal, you can go back and get another two. You can get Monday, Tuesday, right? And then the more we do, when we put it tastes nicer. Tastes nicer, right? So that's how it is preparing meals. We do a little extra because if we even decide to cook some ground food on a Sunday, you're not going to want it Monday and Tuesday, you know. Mm-mm. Monday and Tuesday, you may go back and go and cook the Sunday dinner. Then you're going to be so tired now. So we could fix up our little Sunday dinner and put some into different storage container. And so when we take out one on Monday, we just take out one and get it warm up. We don't warm up the entire pot with whatever we have. Yes, I'm happy that you're here. You're editing video here. Okay. Where's Wakisha again? Well, it's good that you're editing videos. I have some to go and do. I have some shorts to go and do. I've been putting them out for the past 2 weeks and I have to push out more. But like I said, a person can only do things properly when their mind is more comfortable and they are at ease. So if I did not do the morning, I don't know. Sister T, this morning thing has gotten me so into it. You know, I feel so encouraged. It's like it's giving me more energy. Because by myself, you know, when I do my morning's devotion, I don't go out in such a grand way, you know. I will just do a little thing and I run gone. But it's because I have others with me. It gives me a pleasure to look forward to it. And I remember when I was growing up with my parents, they would always, especially on a Sunday morning, you know, they would wake us all up out of bed. We have to wake up, you know, and come out there in the living room and have worship. But they always say during the week we have to go to school and we are late. So they give us this opportunity to go to school and ready. And it's about morning we have to ready. I'm not accustomed to going there and doing anything late, you know. Wakisho. Okay, what? Welcome, Wakisho. Happy to see you, Wakisho. Wakisho, don't leave and don't subscribe, you know. Subscribe to the channel. And today is happy to have you. I think I've seen the name before. What time of day is it there now in your neck of the woods, Wakisho? It is now after 8. It is now, I'm not just asking for myself. I'm asking so the other persons on can see. It's now 8:14 here. So you're supposed to be about 8 hours ahead of us, right? You're supposed to be in the afternoon. I'm looking at the name. Okay. Okay. Sometimes okay, but you don't come very often. That's the name. Yeah. So you're in the afternoon. Okay, we are at 8 what did I say? 8:15. About the same time. 8:15 now. 8:15 AM. So you see you're going down into afternoon, going down into the evening. I hope so you're editing some videos. Well, I have a lot of work to do today, but after this live, I have to go and take a little rest. Then get up and fix something substantial for breakfast. Because then I'm going to be doing dinner later in the day. And I may try to do, I'm not sure what I'm trying to do as much live as possible. So I'm hoping Sister T to do another live about near to midday, between 12. It's like I'm trying to seize the opportunities of trying to get persons, you know, Get the hours of going on. Okay, on my long video. Oh my. Oh, that means that I have not been visited. Okay, yes, I'm here. Um, um, Wakisho. Okay, I'm trying to remember the name. If I have not been visiting you as I should, I seek your forgiveness because honestly, I'm running, trying to get the watch hours going because some persons had promised to help, but when they reach halfway, they are not. I realized that they were not putting in the time, so therefore the watch hours were not reflecting. So it caused me now to be pushing, and when I push and push, when it comes to when my head is about to hit the pillow, I try to go around and see how much I can touch person. Hi, sunshine muffin. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? So, Wakisha vlog. Wakisha, let me look again. Wakisha, Otto, don't be upset with me, please. You can't take no stress. Maybe you yeah if you're able to, Wakisha, I'd appreciate it if you could run one of my playlists. And if you so that I want to get over the bridge, and I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to tell I'm okay. I have a couple. I need about 500. Oh, oh, who is who is he? Sunshine Muffin, what are you saying? What are you saying, Sunshine Muffin? But it doesn't make sense. He tries to use different name to come on because it's going to come out, right? So it doesn't make any sense. It's going around, going around. So if it is so, then it doesn't make sense. He keeps coming because he has been very rude. This the person who was saying bad things just a couple of days ago. So why would that person wants to keep coming, coming, keep coming? Well, the person wants to keep coming. There's no point, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So it doesn't make sense. Why would anyone wants to go to the extreme? What those one expect to achieve? Where am I streaming from? You can just I'm looking for something. Oh, it doesn't matter seriously because persons are just all over the place. And if persons run some jokes, then I don't run all types of jokes, because I don't run jokes with people I don't know. You understand me? And if I'm going to do a joke, I will say, "This guys, this is a joke. I'm not into any jokes." Yes, Wakisho. I don't know. I'm going to check Wakisho and let me make a note of the name so I can. The place is warm. Let me make a note of the name Wakisho. Wakisho. Auto. Yes, Wakisha, I will you can look at it and you can see what you can do and appreciate it. I don't know why it's no, I don't want you to send no money here. I don't know, I don't want any money from I don't want you to send anything here. And if you are who you say you are, then you have been very rude to be going around trying to get into different names to get through to me. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It makes sense. I said to you, go someplace else. You have been very rude. You wrote 2 comments. Don't think I didn't see them. I don't. No. I don't want you. I don't want you because you're deceptive. You're a deceptive person, and you're very rude. You're very rude and very deceptive. So it doesn't make any sense. You keep going around, going around. I don't want your money. Don't make any sense. You keep going around, and try to. No. You're very deceptive. Very deceptive, and you think you're smart, but you're not smart. And that's why I say people must go and read the Bible. Yes, they come under fake name and fake pages. So I don't know why you're going all out to do all of this. You don't think that I would have found out? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. No, not what you did. You are very rude. You are very rude. So you need to go a place else. And if you come back in another name and I welcome you, then you know you don't belong here. Whatever you have is your concern. It's not my concern. Whatever your problem is, that is your concern. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else and get attention. Never. And you see this. I say I went to church yesterday, and I said I was going to go back on the passage of scripture that the pastor used. Take that the pastor uses, right? And I went and I said it to you as well. I said, no, I expect if you go and don't come back. Let it be like that. You can go. Let it be like that. Maybe when I'm in a different frame of mind and the Lord speaks to me, I will listen. But right now, as I said, I went into the story this morning about Naaman, and I said I wasn't going to bother with it, and I was going to look for a Psalms. And the Spirit had me out of my bed, and that is why I remember the text. I know the story well. I remember the text. And I realized I did not even write it down. But I have it on the program. I have the church program in my bag and I have it on my phone, right? And the Spirit said, go back to the story with Naaman and Elisha. You see when you say God people, don't play with them. Don't you play with them. And I would the same. I don't play with God's people. Because what? What is going to happen? He is going to show them up. You went and wrote some things under my channel and you think you're being smart. You're not smart. You're not smart. You don't think I would know. But what did you expect? What did you expect to happen? What? What do you expect to happen? Naaman went and dipped 7 times in the dirty river Jordan. Then he was made clean and whole again. Maybe you need to go and dip. Like I said, we all have our different struggles. We have all of our Jordan to cross. But maybe, like myself, you need to go down to Jordan. You may not reach into the physical river, but go and ask the Lord for forgiveness. Because you have been doing things that is not right. And I'm not going to pretend. You went and wrote a rude word under my video. You don't think I would see? And you're going to come and tell me what you want to watch. Don't go and watch anymore. Just get off the live and go someplace else. I don't know why you keep going and coming with fake names. Don't you think I would recognize? You would have fooled me yesterday, and I went along with it because I said, I've never seen this name. I've never seen this name. And that's why some people use some fake names and fake pictures. But remember, I'm a child of God. Remember that. and he's going to show persons. We must do, yeah. And I mentioned about Jonah too. So when what we don't want for ourselves, don't do it to another person. You come and you make up your stories and you behave, and you go and wrote a word and but you dislike on a couple of my videos. Get off my channel. You can go and don't ever come back. Don't even think of coming back. You don't need to come back. You don't need to. Go get a channel of your own. Go and do something for yourself. Use up your time other than coming on the channel. Use up your time. Use up your time to do something wisely. Maybe that's what will help your bipolar. I can help you. I'm not a medical. I've not studied as a doctor, so it doesn't make sense to keep coming here, and then you want to go and watch a bit. Don't get off. Go. I'm almost at the end of my life, and you're not going to let me go faster than I want to go. I don't know, but I see the Lord send you for me to see who you are. Yes, I'm coming and pretending. I don't want anybody come. I said I don't know the name Wakisha Otto, whatever from wherever. I will go and look. And persons want to do what they want to do. Remember, there's a God that is there. So whether you come with Wakisha or not, or Wakisha is from Africa, yes or no, I don't trust Muffin, Sunshine Muffin. I don't know what you're trying to prove. I didn't even subscribe to you to my channel. You understand? So you can go. You can go. Okay, so Sister Tess, um, I'm going to at an hour and a half. I'm going to have the live going for another half an hour. So you go around, go around. You're going around. What are you trying to prove? What is that name? APU 3. I don't know how to say that. Thank you. Give me £100. I don't want your money. I don't want nobody's money. I don't want, whether you're bipolar or not, I don't want anybody's money. Go and do what you need to do. You have your money. Go and get to a doctor who can help you. I can't help you. I'm not a doctor. So don't send any money to me. I didn't subscribe to you. I'm so glad I didn't subscribe to you. Oh, no, you're showing up yourself even more, eh? What more you want to put again? Mm-hmm. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a medicine. What a medicine. What a medicine. Wow. What were some of the comments? You know, That's what you're fighting for? That's what you're fighting for? Yeah, that's what you're fighting for. Maybe you had one and it's over, so you want others to be over too. Well, let them know that the Lord covereth his own. What the Bible says, he give his angels charge to keep thee in all thy ways. Acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. One more time. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So I trust God and I acknowledge him, and it's never yet too much. Just trust him, acknowledge him, give him the glory, give him the praise and the honor, and he shall lead, he shall direct. So I need not fear or worry when you come here and write your stupidness to get me discouraged. You have not started yet. You're just fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself. So whoever you want to come with, they are fooling themselves just the same. Hi, what is this? How you doing, Maza? Morning. From strength to strength, grow on, wrestle and fight and pray. Da, 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 da. And win the well for days. Still let the Spirit cry in all his soldiers. Oh, it's not again. Soldiers of Christ arise. Let me look for this song. Let me look for it because the trouble God people here. Let me look for it. I just use this song. Let me find it. The time is getting warm now. And I want this thing. Let me see if I can find it. Come on. Let me sing this one now. The Spirit lead me to sing this one. I'm going to sing it. Thank you for your prayer. Bye, Dwayne. Soldiers of Christ, arise and put your armor on, strong in the strength which God supplies through His eternal Son, and in His mighty power, strong in the Lord of hosts, and in His mighty power, who in the strength of Jesus trust is more than conquerors. Stand then in His great might, with all His strength endued, but take to arm you for the fight, the panoply of God, that having all things done, and all your conflicts past, He may overcome through Christ alone, and stand entire at last. From strength to strength go on, wrestle and fight and pray. Tread all the pores of darkness down, and win the well-fought day. Still let the Spirit cry, in all His soldiers come, till Christ the Lord who reigns on high shall take the conquerors home. Thank you so much. All right. That's how it is. Soldiers of Christ, arise, put your armor on. So, bye, Dwayne. You have to leave. Bye. You have to leave. Bye. I don't know why some people bother to come. They come to make mischief. And when they can't see their way out, they blame it on others. Then they go from channel to channel and then they lies on others. I won't give you the chance to tell a lie on me. I won't give the chance. So I make sure whatever I do, I have it done properly. You walk up and down and go any place else and make mischief. That is why I'm glad you don't have a coat. I'm so glad. And if a person with a coat behave the way you do, they would know it long ago. With a coat, you represent me. Without a coat, you don't represent me, you represent yourself. So don't think that you're going to come here and tell me, you can't end it. You can't end it. Let the organization find fault that I have done something wrong. So you come in here to frighten me. Don't come here to frighten me. Don't come here to frighten me. You come here to frighten me to get me to run faster than I want to run. I was going to go at within the half an hour, but I'm letting you see that I'm not running. And when I want to go lay down, I want to go fix my breakfast. No one did let me make a cup of tea. I had an orange. So I have energy. I have energy to stay on. And if I didn't have any, and I would be in the kitchen, I have the phone with me. So don't think you're going to come here and frighten me. But the channel is over. That's what is bothering you. Because my channel is progressing. You don't want to see that. So you keep coming and going away and where you keep coming. And every time you come, the Lord is going to unfold and open you up. And so every time you come, I'm going to block you. If I even don't recognize you, I'm going to find the Lord is going to show me. You expose them every time. And that's why I don't chat people. But the same person came on, but they were a girlfriend of this person and whatever. I just say, okay, I don't want to hear, I don't want to discuss anything. So when you came on now, I received you because what? Because I thought the person was really who the person said she was. And I'm glad I did not go into any discussion. Because the thing that is on tape, that is recorded, YouTube has it because they have to verify it. So I don't have to fret about anything. You come with a million names, they will know it's you. So you're going to make a million different identification. You're going to be the one trying to make up, and every time you make them, they're going to put them together because I'm going to note the different names that you're using. Right? I'm going to note the names. So don't think that you're going to just come and tell me that it's this name. And I'm not leaving, I'm making sure I note it. So when push come to shove, I just draw out the names. That is you. So don't think I'm stupid. Don't think I'm foolish. You come into talk, but then you don't see you go them. But I am the person who so and so. I didn't say a word when the person came on with that name yesterday. I welcome the person like I would normally do to everybody. But see, what the Lord said must talk about. Naaman. Naaman and the man of God. Right? The leper. Naaman the leper. And you come now. But they say a leopard cannot change his spot, you know. A leopard is a leopard. Every leopard has spot. So you can't change. You come in different disguise, fake names. At the end of the day, it unfolds because your own mouth, your fingers are what sells you out. So you can't gain my confidence, no way at all. I don't put my confidence in any of the the, the, the subscribers because I don't know them. You got somewhere else, or you hitch up someplace. You said the person came on, yesterday, right as I did the afternoon live, not the morning one, the afternoon with that name, and from UK. And I didn't ask any, and I found it strange. I was saying to myself, why this person come up with to say that she is? I said, this is a nice name, saying that she is the girlfriend of that person with the name before. I said, really? I said, I'm not up to discussing anybody. And the person said that she left him quite recently because he has the same thing as he had mentioned that he was. But I know he comes say that he's bipolar and whatever, whatever. No one, nobody again asked me I'm from. I'm going to just say whatever. That is why the YouTube say we should private our privacy. We don't expose it. So they want to know why I want to be on my channel. Why you want to be on my channel? I'm going to give me £100 for forgive me. I don't want no nothing from him. Whether 100, 1 or 0, I don't want anything. I didn't tell him I was begging. I'm going to write on a couple of my video about dislike. No, you get that, no? Income, I tell that deal. The channel is going down. So I'm going to use the mental state. I blocked him for good. That is why he came back with a fake name. So, I didn't have him on my channel. He subscribed. I didn't so I'm going now to check because I'm not going to subscribe to him. So you understand? I'm not going to subscribe to him. I blocked him, so that is why I came back with another name. And I blocked another guy. He wants it. And another guy who when he comes onto my channel, the one I blocked the other day, I blocked him for good. He went over to another person's channel. I don't know what he did. Whatever. And he came back and he was addressing you. Hi, Tetia. Hi, Jeremy. As if to say you guys should talk to me for to have him back. I'm not when you block somebody, they go. I give time out, but I realize the time out doesn't make any difference because after a while they just come back with the same attitude. They don't make any difference. So I'm going to go now, Teti, because I want to come back on. Yeah, man, they're haters, and that's why I say only God could be God. I'm going to go now, and I want to get a little rest. I need to do some shorts today, and he's bent. He wants, obviously, maybe he has lost his channel, and he's saying that he's bipolar. So you see that obviously he's not in his right mind. So I'm not going to entertain him with any argument. Every time I block him and he come with a new name, he's going to disclose himself and I block him again. I don't want people like those around. He's not on my channel. He subscribed. I didn't accept his subscription. So I'm going to search my channel now to see if it is there. Yeah, man. I'm going to go now, and then I'm going to check. So I hope to get the videos done. I want to, you see, no man, you have been a tower strength to me too. I'm going to go and then go and look at if he comments, make any comments, and if not, I'm going to see where his subscription is, and because I'm not subscribing to him, I don't need certain persons around me. No, they go where they belong. So I'm going to spend 3 minutes more to make it up to 1 3/4 hour. I would want to go to 2 hours, but I'm kind of tired right now. Maybe I can't pass if another 2 minutes will be 45. I don't know why I run because UK is about 6 hours or so ahead of us, or 5. They're having afternoon now, right? They're having afternoon. So he's torment. Can you imagine? They just like how much I cook. They have me on his mind. 8:47 is to 9 here now. And he's so tormented. He jump out of bed and see my face and he get to him. And he feel good. He's gonna give me 100. 100. Right. They have to go through it. So they see. And that is why I make my I don't want his money. And so the person who named Preppy, I don't know who is Preppy. Preppy Things. Preppy Things came on this morning and the super chat of $1.99. I don't know if it's him or not. But one cannot stop anyone from doing. Maybe it's no UK. Maybe it's there. Maybe it's there. So I'm not even entertaining him. You know, he won't change them until a week. Because the thing is, you can't just block a person as they come on because you don't know if it's a prospective person or not. You know, so you have to just watch. But it's when you give him a little time. And you know why I didn't block him just now? Let me get the comments and let me get the watch time of his comments. Right? Yeah, man. Let me get somebody for it. So if he was a content creator, he would have known otherwise. But you see, he could not keep it to know that, oh, yeah, I'll take the £100. Don't frighten me with the £100. I work for what I have. I don't really get things from people. So I'm used to working. I've been working from I was 19. Right? I was 19. My first job was a youth service worker. And I will never forget that job. And it landed me that job for 11 years. And that's how I've been working with people. Yeah, they're texting slang. So, you know, it came out very nice yesterday. So, couldn't come on nice again today. Maybe didn't remember what he had said. But it's all in my brain. It's fresh. You understand me? So you remember what I say. So I'm the one looking. I will remember. I will say to him, that name is so unusual. I've never seen that name before. I say it's a nice name. So what's he saying? Oh, I get her now, man. I get her. I get her now. I don't want this thing to follow. I get her now. Well, I watch. Mm-hmm. This I never know of him. I don't even know where he's from because I don't think it's from no UK. But whether he's from there or not, it has nothing to do with me. I'm not afraid. So he can put out what he wants to put out. I see one came on and asked me they're going to watch a video and where I'm from. Where you going? Just come and want to watch video and know where I'm from. No, 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 I'm not so big head. Anybody can watch your videos. Anybody can watch them. By the way, Tetia, I don't. You're on YouTube. I thought of asking just as I'm speaking now. Would you be able to run a playlist for me? Would you be able to? That means that you just leave it playing, so that the hours can be added up. You have been on it quite a long time, and thing as you just click on it, just like how you wouldn't have to go to the videos. Oh, you're still there. I didn't know you were still there, Jeremy. I thought you had gone, but I didn't see any comment from you or anything. Okay, remind me because I couldn't get um I couldn't get the thing to move. I don't remember the last comment. It wouldn't when I tried to push it up, it was not going up. And then I was if it was say I could call you, I would have called. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jeremy. I didn't know you were still here because I saw when you came on, but I've been talking, and I went over back some of the scripture that I talk about, but I didn't get any comment from you, so I didn't know you were there. So you have been very quiet. Why are you so quiet? You normally comment when you're there. And then because you came on with another device, which, I saw the name when you came on. The phone was, the phone was stinging. Okay. Okay. That is why it's good to have. And because of that, no, I get so accustomed to you, Teti, to be on a live. And it's nice to, and then that's why I say I don't want no holy person with no quote again. Because they are not really around because everybody have their team. Maybe if you had a channel, you would not have been here too. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but when you look, you are here, and the others, you don't see them much. Even they're not, but I see, even they're not alive, they could be doing things. Yes, I realized. So you were watching it, and I was saying, oh, because you were not on. Oh, I thought it's a case where you can just touch. Well, even to watch them, even to watch the lives, them, it would give a little. But because they're all into a list, you touch one time. But I like I say, it's not hard anyhow. But I still appreciate your comments. So you can run the live. Okay. So if you're able to run the live, then I have to just appreciate. I can't push you into what you may not be able to do. That what I was just thinking, if you're able to do the playlist, it would have been easy. One touch, and it runs until when you want to stop it. When I was doing it for somebody, I didn't know it was so good. I just click on it, and she had a couple of videos in the time, and it just moved from one to the other. So I just left it running. It's yeah, man. It's not hard, and I would love, and at the same time, I would love for you to have a channel. Some people just have a channel where they do motivational talks. Some where they do just walking exercise, and I know you would do well, even to do a scripture, whatever. I know you, and I would be there to assist you too, because it doesn't cost you. You don't have to pay any money at all to start it. All you have to do is you have to be consistent with your time. So you know you have to do some videos. Um, you have no face video, and you have, you know, whatever. I learned a lot since I'm on it, because some things I didn't know because I was not a part of the YouTube street. But I watch Auntie Donna a lot. I'm telling you, I watch her a lot. And I see some of what she experienced, I'm experiencing it. And people get bad mind for you with no reason at all. So, you know, but you have been a tower of strength. And even my son, I try to encourage him, but not no interest. And there are persons that try to, they don't. So I try not to force onto anybody, because people may just become so they can't bother. But when I look at it, it's a nice way to be your own boss. You understand me? Be your own manager. Manage your own time. Like you get up this in the morning right now, you can do something for your channel. When you reach 50 subscribers, you can do your live. And live helps to bring in subscribers as well. You get watch hours from it. You get views. You know, the live is so helpful. And some people, they will not really spend much time in watching the videos. They will want to come to the live. Yeah, man, any one of them. Because when I checked this morning, I have about 500, but they're not long, 500 hours. And if I break it down into 24 hours or one day, let me see if I can break it down while I'm talking to, because that's what I stay, 500. So days. Eight from that. So 24 hours in one day, right? And you're not going to run it for the whole 24 hours. You can run it for, say, yeah, what do you say now? You can run for 5, or you can say 6. You will look at it and you stop it. Because I don't want you want to have your thing proper. Maybe if you're at work, you could use the workplace, whatever, if you know what I mean. And if you run down, you can charge it on and again. So let me look at, say, 6 hours out of a day. I'm not going to say your whole 12 hours neither. Let me just run it off at, say, 10. So 10 hours out of a day, 5 days would be 50 hours. Another 5 day, 50, 100, that's 10. So you see how coming down? Let me see. 5 days would take 5 times 10, 50. Another 5, 50. Another 5, 50. 5. Let's see how much that. Say 200 hours. 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20 days. Another 200 hours with 20 days. That's 40 days. Another 10 hours would be, So say it would take, say, a month of running 10 hours a day. Say a person take time, you don't have to do it long. Do a few, because I'm still doing. So when I reach it, if I, when persons are helping and I'm doing, I don't leave it on anybody to do it for themselves, because it's going to be too hard. So I try to come on the live and try to match up. You understand me? So it would be nice if you can. If you cannot, no hard feelings. I'm not upset, but I'm trying to put out all my yes, I can't, because one person especially, she gave me a lot. When I said to her that I would help, she have she have videos with us running for 6 hours, and I don't leave things playing in. I I mean, when I'm out. So if I'm here at home, I will run it. And all she was doing on her end was watching one video for just 5 or 6 minutes. And then she would have helped me. The next thing I don't hear from her none at all. So I am pushing at it. And I want so much to reach it so that I can be out of the woods. I'm still in the woods. I'm not yet out. I'm 3,000 plus, 3,200 or so. Nearly 30, soon to be 3,500, not far from 3,500. So I'm working with a 500. So I'm going to, at nights when I'm finished doing the live, I'm going to leave my phone running to get some more hours. Some people do it. I don't know if it makes sense, but I'm going to have to do something more. Because you can't bother people too much, you know. And I always say, whoever helps me, I know what I would have to do for the person. I can't spell it out all here. So that's how it goes, my dear. So you see now, we're at 1.5 minutes for the 2 hours. So it look like each time I go on a live, it's a 2 hour live. I mean, say, I couldn't even manage the 1 hour one. So I don't know where the term might go now. You see, we have to try helping people. We don't help people, we are helping down our own self. We have to help up others so we can move up. And some people just get, when I already comment the person made, when somebody made a comment, oh, you monetize. Apparently, the person who is giving the trouble now, he did not know. So he said, you money, from that instead that I realized it changed. You monetize. So there it goes. So obviously he's not on the channel. If he was, he wouldn't pay me any mind. So maybe he has lost his channel. I would want to think that he has lost his channel. I would want to think so. So nobody should be of any benefit. So my dear, I'm going to get a little rest now. I'm going on to 15 seconds to the 2 hours. I'm going to get a little rest and see how I can get some energy for the day. So just keep a thing on all. But anytime my mind, hi Trinity, anytime my mind push me to go on, me just rush on. So remember that it's not like I want to do a live to say, if you know what I mean, to that heartfelt, I'm trying to push. Okay, Jeremy, have a wonderful day. I'm trying to push so I can get the watch hours. So if I go lay down and rest for an hour, and I say, oh, I need to go and do a live. It's easy for me to want to go and do a live, but I have to spend some time to do videos, and I want to do 2 shots today. No matter how simple, I have to make today be a well put together day. I have to make achievements. You understand me? Yeah, I see the envy. Even among persons who would normally, that is why I don't have a celebration, because if I do a celebration, persons are going to get funny. And honestly, I see it since, and if it's me alone, it would have been kept under the carpet. Nobody would know because I'm a very secretive person. I would keep it under because I know how people behave. But it's not me in control, so it is known. So whatever they see, they know. So they get. So I see the people's attitude has changed. So I see, some the way persons were come, and I see persons who are coming to me now. They don't have any video, not even one. They just starting the channel. They don't have no subscriber, and I don't know if they are going to other people's channel and they are sending them to me for me to give them strength because they can't help me because they are looking strength. And I remember when I was just going to start my channel, how much I hitch up on other people's channel just to get a little shout out. They don't even mention me. They don't. So I had to struggle. And to be honest, the persons who reach out to me and help me, God know my heart, I am indebted to them and I will try and do anything. That is why I encourage you and others. Yeah, I encourage persons to have a channel. And when you reach and you have one and you're comfortable, try see if you can do another one. Because what I come to realize, although I do a little work too, it is nice when you're your own boss. You can set your own timing. You set your own timing. You understand? And you're able to move on. Move on. But when you're answerable to persons, you have to, even when you're not up to it, you have to act as if you're up to it in good faith. But then you're not really into it. Sorry about you missing your grandma. Trinity, I can't do anything more than tell you to pray or go and get counseling. Because I'm not a counselor, I don't know what to say. I can only tell you to pray and ask the Lord to give you strength and talk to some older relative who might be able to help you. All right? Good. So when each time when I break, I miss my thoughts. Yeah. I see there are times when people write things in the live when it's coming in. I don't know because it's a lot. It moves fast, so you miss out on it. But when it is something worthwhile, it takes long to move, and it will not even move. Even if you try to push it up, it doesn't move. And for some reason, your eyes will be off it. It flash up. But I try to go back. You know, what I try to do, I try to go back to the beginning of the live before I post it. Because no matter you try, and I was about to say this morning, that the trollers seemed to give me a break. Then they were there in the shadows. Yeah, they were there in the shadows. So let us not worry about them because they will always be there. The devil will always be around until when that day comes, when he has no one to tempt. And we know what will happen to him then. So let us have a very bright and have a prosperous day. I'm about to go fix up some food. I haven't even taken out anything from the fridge. For me, anything is anything. I had some corn soup yesterday, and whatever I'm gonna fix today, I will do. I'm not in any hurry, but I really would have to go and take a few minutes break because I don't want to push myself too hard at the end of it, you know. So to all who have made it possible, Jeremy and Sister T, Sister Tetia Watson. I say Sister T is like she's closer than a sister to me. I feel honored to have you here. Likewise, Jerry, although Jerry came on with another device, so I couldn't recognize him at times. But Jerry, I appreciate you just the same. Trinity Sister just came on. I'm about to go now. I've been on for a little over 2 hours. And I realize that each time when I say I'm going to go, that's the time persons come. And I'm an accommodating type person. I will try, but sometimes I can't go further and I don't want to become disrespectful because I enjoy everybody's company. Right? I enjoy everybody's company. And we have to remember that we are in a world of, what should I say, game, like a game. Everybody wants to win, nobody wants to lose. I see some persons going on live about 6 times in one day, and I had to say, wait, what is happening? You know? So everybody is rushing and running. So, Sister T, don't feel that we are not working as a team. It's just that, you know, you're trying to put in because you don't want at the end of the day, you become so complacent, or should I say, so relaxed that you don't realize that the time is slipping away. And when time slips away, it is serious. So, thank you guys for being here with me, and may you have a wonderful day. Do get some rest, Sister T. You have been up and about all week, and if it means that for me, I just need to go and get something to eat and get a nice cool shower, straighten out back my bed as if it was newly made, because I can't go back in the bed like how it looking. No, yeah, I will never shut my eyes. Set it up back like it's set up back my bed and get a nice shower. Take out something from the fridge, put it in the sink, and go and get something to eat, and then I can get an easy hour. Because as I say, I want to be back on about somewhere near midday. So if you're not able to peep in, if you can, I appreciate it. But I don't want to be hauling you, because you may just hold firm on me and I keep pulling you, and you and Jerry become so, say, oh, I'm tired, she calling. Have a wonderful day, guys. God blessing, and to the person who have given that contribution to my life. Although I don't know you, I thank you. I don't know who you are, but I thank you so much. And persons who want to give to the life, feel free. But don't give if you know you can't give. That's me, right? Don't give if you know you can't give. And we'll talk more about as we go along about the different badges and things. I'm not going back there right now. So, sister said, get your hair wash up, man. And when you get the hair wash and the shower and the bed straighten up, tell me if you're not going to get a nice rest. Then you go and fix up the Sunday dinner. All right. Catch you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. The place is going to be roasting hot. So God sent the thunderstorm last night with some rain. So cools the place a little. Bye guys. Catch you later. Love is a word and peace out.